It's Money Makes. My name is Callie, and today we are going to be making carrot cake cupcakes. So this recipe is absolutely amazing. The cupcakes are going to be soft, fluffy, moist. You are going to love them, and at the end we're going to top them with a really delicious cardamom cream cheese frosting that is absolutely to die for, and I can't wait for you to make this recipe at home. So let's get right into it, but before we begin, as always, please remember to subscribe, like, share, chat in the comment section, and follow me on social media for more recipes and additional content. So let's get right into it. These are the ingredients that we are going to be using. I have some brown sugar, granulated sugar. I have some carrots that I have grated on the small setting of my cheese grater. I have some coconut flakes, which are really delicious in this recipe, and they really just kind of go well with all the flavors. I have some lemon zest or orange zest, either will do, vanilla, a couple of eggs, 1 egg yolk, buttermilk, vegetable or canola oil. Here I have flour, baking soda, some salt. I have a combination of spices. I'm using cinnamon, cloves, a nutmeg, and a little bit of cardamom, but think any kind of warm spices will do. So ginger, nutmeg, whatever you have, whatever you like. So let's get right into it. Get your oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit because this comes together quite quickly. So, oops, I hit the plant. Let's do this. Okay, first off, we're gonna take, whoopsies, all of our dry ingredients, just give them a mix to combine. So first I'm gonna just shuffle a few things around here, but we're gonna mix this all up. And like I said, we're gonna be making a cardamom cream cheese frosting at the end. You could leave out the cardamom and just keep it a regular traditional cream cheese frosting. It'll taste absolutely delicious that way as well. Or if you don't want to use cardamom, you could add cinnamon. Whatever you have will do. It's just going to add a little bit of extra flavor. Okay, this looks good. So I'm going to set this aside and grab my brown sugar and my granulated sugar. To this, I'm going to toss in my eggs, and I'm going to give this a whisk until it's nice and smooth and creamy. Okay, this looks wonderful. So next, I'm going to add in my vegetable oil, and I am an oil-based cupcake kind of girl rather than butter. It's going to lend to just an even more soft and moist texture, and that is very important in a cupcake. So that's why I'm adding that. I'm going to give this a mix until it's smooth and creamy. Okay, that looks wonderful. So next, we're going to throw in our dry ingredients along with our buttermilk. Buttermilk, always, it's what's going to, again, give it a great texture. So that is going in. And again, I'm going to whisk this until it's nice and smooth and creamy. Okay, this looks wonderful, but before we continue, I'm just running my spatula around the bottom and the sides of the bowl just to make sure all the flour is nice and well incorporated like so. Okay, perfect. So next, oh, I forgot about my vanilla. I'm gonna throw in the vanilla along with our carrots, coconut, and our orange zest, lemon zest, either one will do. And now I'm just gonna give this a mix until it's nice and incorporated, which will just take a second, and then I'm gonna clean up, grab my muffin tin, and then we're gonna finish these up. Okay, so we are back. Here I have my muffin tin lined with muffin liners. I also sprayed it with some nonstick spray. And here, as you can see that I've started doing this already, I filled these about 3/4 of the way full with the batter. You want to leave some room for expansion in the oven. And so again, my oven is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And these are going to bake for about 20 to 22 minutes. You'll know when they're done baking when you insert a knife or a skewer into the center of the cupcake and it comes out clean or with a few crumbs. So once these finish baking, I'm going to let them cool at room temperature. You want to make sure they are cooled completely before you begin making the frosting, and then we'll go over the frosting at that point in time. So I'll see you soon. Oh, and by the way, I guess I didn't point out, I'm using an ice cream scoop to fill the muffin liners. That might have looked kind of strange without an explanation. You could use a spoon, but I just find that an ice cream scoop is just the easiest way to transfer the batter into the cupcake liner. So that's what I'm using, but do whatever you like. Just wanted to add that. Okay, so we are back. My cupcakes are finished cooling. I'm gonna grab them in a second, but for now, let's talk this cardamom cream cheese frosting. So here, what I have is some unsalted butter that you cannot see under all this powdered sugar, but it's softened to room temperature. It is very important that it is very, very soft, or else the frosting just won't come together. So 3 sticks of unsalted butter. I have some cream cheese, powdered sugar, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of ground cardamom. You can leave the cardamom out and just make this a traditional cream cream cheese frosting, or you could add some cinnamon, whatever you'd like to do. But I love this. It's absolutely incredible. So all I'm gonna do is whisk this until it's nice and creamy and smooth, and then I'm gonna grab my cupcakes and then we'll finish this up. Okay, so next up, we're gonna pipe the frosting onto the cupcakes, and you don't have to pipe the frosting, you could just spread it with a knife, it's all gonna taste the same, but I'm gonna show you a little hack to pipe the frosting without having a piping bag. So you're just gonna grab a large bag. I'm only using a quart-size bag. If you use a quart-size bag, you're gonna have to do this in batches. You're not gonna be able to fit all of the frosting into this bag. But anyway, I have my quart-size bag. I have a piping tip. If you don't have a piping tip, that is fine. Just continue doing exactly what I'm doing. You're just gonna get a large glass, put the bag into the glass like so. I'm just gonna kind of push it down here. If you don't have a piping bag, you're just gonna add the frosting, snip off the corner of the bag once the frosting is in the bag. But for this, I'm going to line the bag. I'm gonna add, again, just some of the frosting. Not all of it is gonna fit. And if you put too much frosting in the bag, you're gonna have a huge mess on your hands and it's not gonna be fun. So don't overpack the bag is what I'm trying to say. So, okay, I'm just gonna start with a little bit for now. So now you're just gonna grab the top of the bag and kind of press some of the air out like so. I like to test it before I pipe anything onto the cupcake. Just take a little bit right here. You're gonna lightly push down like so, and there it goes. Okay, so I have my cupcakes, and what you're gonna do, and this is just one way to pipe the frosting, is start from the exterior like so, and just make a circle, and just work your way towards the center like so, and then lift. That's it. So I'll show you one more. Oh, I lifted a little too much on that one. It's fine. So start around the exterior, making a circle, move towards the center, and lift. That's it. So I'm gonna finish piping these, and then I'm gonna give you a close-up of just how moist and fluffy and absolutely amazing these carrot cake cupcakes really are. For the full written recipe and instructions, head to my blog, MoniMakesRecipes.com. I'll put the link for that in the description box below. Click on the link, the recipe will come right up, and make these carrot cake cupcakes. I promise you're gonna love them, and let me know what you think because I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.